Hello dear students, welcome to EduHunt video lecture series, and we are going to discuss about menstrual cycle with various hormones that influence this, female reproductive hormones. Let's watch a video. Let's begin our discussion or session with a video. Yeah, this is about the menstrual cycle that regularly happens every month in female individual. I profusely thank Dandelion team for a wonderful animation. I got this video from YouTube. I've taken this from YouTube, and I hope this video helps you a lot in understanding the concept in a better way. మనం అర్థం చేసుకునేటప్పుడు ఒక కాన్సెప్ట్ని చదివినప్పుడు చెప్పినప్పుడు నా బ్రెయిన్లో థాట్ ఒకలా ఉండొచ్చు, మీ బ్రెయిన్కి రీచ్ అయ్యేటప్పుడు ఇంకోలా ఉండొచ్చు. బట్ ద వీడియో మేక్స్ యువర్ అండర్స్టాండింగ్ better. So I hope this video will help you for your better understanding. Thank you. Let's see. Yes, from the video base we can see that there is a pituitary gland which is responsible for hormone, follicular stimulating hormone, FSH, follicular stimulating hormone. It's not written here, FSH. Follicular stimulating hormone, which is released by anterior pituitary gland, anterior part of the pituitary gland, and it releases and it stimulates the ovary, the female reproductive primary sex organ of the female reproductive system. And these are the primordial follicles. If you see the ovarian cycle here, if you see the picture, you can see clearly about the ovarian cycle. It is in this ovarian cycle, these are the primordial cells, then primary follicles. These are the various developmental stages. Primary follicles, from primary follicles secondary follicles will give out, and these secondary follicles are responsible for release of estrogen. And mature Graafian follicle, it is from that mature Graafian follicle, which is the Graafian follicle surrounds the developing ovum and it protects it from the external environment. And when the hormone estrogen is released, it is responsible for the development of the ovary and also various changes that occur in the menstrual cycle. Ovulation phase, and then it is the corpus luteum, corpus albicans. These are the various layers and structures of the female reproductive system. And corpus luteum, progesterone and estrogen are the hormones that can be at peak level during post ovulatory phase, that is after production, after release of ovum. And in the first phase we have already seen that there are 3 phases in the menstrual cycle. In the first phase, what we said, that is the periods, bleeding phase. In that, during bleeding phase, estrogen is present here, and estrogen gradually increases up to ovulation phase. Up to ovulation phase, this is the proliferative phase. Up to ovulation phase, the estrogen levels get increased, and after ovulation, that is post ovulatory phase, during this phase, that is the secretory phase. In that phase, the uterine wall, lining of the uterine wall again thickens. During this phase, post ovulatory phase, that is from 16th to 28th onwards, up to 28th day, impact of progesterone will be more. Impact of progesterone and all these hormones that are under the control of the pituitary gland. Pituitary gland which stimulates the release of these hormones. Some important points about the reproductive system, female reproductive system. And lack of menstruation, that is absence of periods, that indicates the pregnancy or menopause, indicative of pregnancy. However, it may also be caused due to some other underlying causes like stress, poor health also. Even menopause vachina sare periods radu and pregnancy vachina periods radu. So lack of menstruation, it indicates the chances of pregnancy. Or sometimes this may be delayed, menstruation may be delayed because of some stress or health conditions. Depending on that, the menstrual cycle may be delayed or altered. Only about 450 ova per a human individual produced throughout its life period. Oka female individual tana lifetime lo 450 effective ovani produce చేస్తుంది. Entire span of her reproductive life అంటే మెచ్యూరేషన్ నుంచి మెనోపాజ్ వచ్చే వరకు ఉన్న మధ్య పీరియడ్. సో ఇట్ మే బీ 25 20 ఇక్కడ 50 years కనిపిస్తుంది కదా, 50 years అనేది మ్యాక్సిమం ఏజ్ ఆఫ్ ఓవ్యులేషన్, దట్ ఈస్ మెన్స్ట్రుయేషన్ సైకిల్ అప్ టు 50 years వరకు ఉంటుంది. 50 years అంటే 50th year వరకు వస్తుంది. అండ్ ఇన్ ఇట్ మే బీ ఫ్రమ్ 15th వచ్చింది అనుకోండి, ఆర్ 10 years ఓల్డ్ అప్పుడే పీరియడ్స్ స్టార్ట్ అయింది, దట్ ఈస్ మెచ్యూర్ అయ్యారు. అండ్ దెన్ ఎప్పటి వరకు జరుగుతుంది అంటే డిపెండ్స్ 50th year వచ్చే వరకు. సో ఈ గ్యాప్లో, ఈ డ్యూరేషన్లో ఆ పర్సన్ రిలీజ్ చేసే ఓవర్ 450 ఉంటాయి ఇఫ్ వి కౌంట్ దెమ్. In rabbit, ovulation occurs after 12 to 24 hours of copulation. అంటే copulation జరిగిన తరువాత ఓవం అంటే ఓవ్యులేషన్, మెచ్యూర్ ఓవం రిలీజ్ అవ్వడం అనేది జరుగుతుంది. దట్ మీన్స్ copulation is necessary for ovulation. It stimulates the ovulation. And females in which coitus induction is compulsory for ovulation are called induced or reflex ovulation. Reflex ovulator or ovulation, where it requires the induction of copulation. In human female, ovulation occurs in presence of follicle stimulation hormone and second is luteinizing hormone. Follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormones. These are the two hormones responsible for the ovulation. And coitus is not necessary for ovulation, inducing ovulation. Such a female individual, it is called the spontaneous ovulator. అంటే కరెక్ట్గా చెప్పాలంటే సెక్స్ జరిగినా జరగకపోయినా ovulation is common in female individuals. In human beings, menstrual cycle ceases around 50 years of age, that is termed as menopause. Cessation of menstrual period, menstruation is known as menstrual cycle ఆగిపోవడాన్ని menopause అంటాము. And then cyclic menstruation is an indicator of normal reproductive phase and extends between menarche and menopause. Menarche is the first day of maturation and menopause is the stoppage అంటే cycle duration. కంప్లీట్గా అంటే 50 years వచ్చే వరకు మెనోపాజ్ జరగదు. జరిగిన తర్వాత ఫస్ట్ ఫేజ్ రిలీజ్ అయినప్పటి నుంచి మెనోపాజ్ వరకు ఈ cycle, what it indicates, it indicates the healthy reproductive life. Although most of the follicular cells and